Hello everybody, this is day 16 of my 365 live stream challenge, and you see I'm sticking to my schedule. It's only still the beginning, like just only like third week starting of my challenge, but I'm trying hard to keep up with that. So please support me in the comments below. I've got a couple of leads. We've got a couple of leads to our agency that are not qualified leads for us, because we are agency of one technology stack, software developers that are doing basically Python, Django on the back end, and we build mobile or web apps, and for that we use on the front end we use React JS and React Native environment framework. So and you know, like whenever we have we have a lot of requests. 7 projects out of 9 that we are handling right now came to us from previous teams unfinished, and these projects were within that stack that we support Python and Django. But we're getting a lot of leads that have existing code base, but it's different, like PHP, Java, C#, JavaScript on the back end, like Node.js, and we don't support this kind of projects. So usually I need to find, I help these people, these leads, these contacts to find the agency that they will allow. So for that I'm using 3 channels to forward these leads to, right? And so maybe that's something that also might be useful for you, how I'm looking for service providers, not just software developers, but that process is the same. For example, if I have a plumber, I'm using the same 3 channels. Where do I find? So in this video, this live stream, I want to cover where do you find software developers or software development agencies, okay? So but before that, probably in the next one of the next streams, I will cover what are criteria that I'm considering qualifying to pick a proper service provider. The only thing I want to mention right now is that you need to align at least on the size, so that, for example, if you are a small business looking for service provider, whatever service provider you need, you want to align on the size, because the process, the management will be different. For example, big software development agency company like SoftServe or EPAM, where they have like 10,000, 20,000 developers, will not take small project from small business, because they are only looking for multi-million-dollar software development projects, right? So you need to align, and each of these channels, for each of these 3 channels I'm going to share right now, you need to make sure that you are picking that service provider that fits your needs, your company size, and other things. So first of all, whenever I need plumber in my house to fix some tubes, I would go and ask my friends, my neighbors, people I know, and that I know that they probably used recently some plumbing services. And because I trust them and they will give me honest feedback, they will not recommend me something which didn't work unless I made something bad to them recently, okay? So that's like number 1 way, and I usually would encourage you to prefer that. So whenever I have that lead coming to our company, and we don't do that PHP, for example, if we have some good friend or know that agency, they're doing a great job, I will usually recommend them first, like to go to that agency, because I know them personally. Second way I would look for the agency. If I don't find like plumber among my friends, I'm going and looking for online directories of plumbers in my country. So in every country, in every city, there is some, and in every business domain, there is kind of directory. So that why it's better than just Google search, because they usually have some specific profiles with a lot of details, user-generated feedback, reviews. So it's very good to really find kind of trustworthy service providers. For example, in software development, there is Clutch.co worldwide catalog with companies all over the world. And for example, Softformats, my agency, is listed there under Python Django developers, and that's a very good source, because how they rank developers, agencies, is that they will call your clients, that agency clients, for bring that client for 15-30 minutes interview phone call, and that's how these references are and ratings are created on that clutch.co. So that's really good source of agencies to find trustworthy agency. Okay, and finally, if there is nothing like on Clutch.co or something like that, I will just Google for it, like enter like software developers or Python software developers or SaaS software developers in New York or in Warsaw or like in San Francisco, or just software developers, like SaaS software developers. If I don't care about the location, I want to report that I'm fine with working with them remotely. And also Google has some reviews. That's not the best way, but that's the last way if I don't find anything among my friends. If I don't find plumber on dedicated plumber services listings, internet listings, and that's the last resort I will go to, and Google in Google's and find something in Google results. So now that's it from me. Now I would encourage you to comment below. How do you where do you find service providers, plumbers, software developers? What are your channels you usually use? Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow, and remember, people need your software.